Great news to the people who love Negima. There is a new series called Yuku Holder, and I was actually surprised because my friend just randomly said it out loud that there was a series, and I was like, very sure. So it's actually about this boy named Tota Kanoe, and what actually is that he is actually Negima's grandson, and it was very shocking to see that. And you actually do see like a lot of the characters, like especially one in this one known as um, Ivan McDowell, like surprisingly in the series, and basically he's just like a little boy like training, trying to get into like the capital, and basically the only way he can really do that is by beating his teacher Yukihime. And actually, like this is sort of the world where they sort of like become like a parent of magic, and that's what they've been trying to do, saying like, oh, maybe we can be, learn magic. We might be able to beat our sensei. And it turns out that she actually has been living with Toto for a while now because her parent, like Toto's parents died like about 2 years ago in an accident, and basically she was involved in the accident as well, and she decided to look after it. However, at one time, that one of their teachers is actually a bounty hunter and comes hunting for her. And turns out she actually has like a 600, I think it's like 660 or 600 million bounty on it. It was like some One Piece numbers here. And what happens is like she actually used like the boys to like trap her, and actually used like one of these bracelets to attack it, and surprisingly takes it down and actually kills it, and even cuts off Tota's arm and then ends up stabbing him. It's like, oh, am I gonna die like this? And she says, like, now around you, this is a pretty long first chapter, right? It's supposed to be weekly, 80 pages, saying, you've got to lick my blood and you become immortal. And Tota goes in. He's already, seems like he's an experienced fighter, like with a wooden katana, but knowing that he can, like, regenerate and he's got her abilities and her strength as well, it's pretty freaking awesome to see that. And the art as well for this, I really do like the art style for this. I thought it was very good, and I feel like I'm actually gonna really enjoy reading this series. Like I said, I am pretty familiar with like the Negima series. Like I see pretty much most of it. I think there's like only a little bit I forgot about in the series. Like I don't think I saw like the last two OVAs of the series, like the finale, but I did read the manga. And it's just like really enjoyable that we got to see some more Negima content, considering how the ending was. And I'm actually surprised that he actually was going to continue it. Surprisingly, I thought he was going to try something new. Like since like he does like a lot of series like this, like Love Hina and Negima as well, his two big series. And I hadn't even seen Love Hina yet, but for a first chapter, like you hold it, you keep an eye out for it because it was very enjoyable. You don't particularly need to know too much about the Negima series, I guess, from what I saw in the first chapter. But it was pretty cool to see some of the other characters like McDowell back there. Like it was pretty sad to hear that she's like 700 years old and she practically watched everyone around her die. Like Negima and the rest of the classmates. So that was pretty sad. But overall, I give it an 8 out of 10 so far. A little bit too long. I actually thought that maybe they could have done this a little bit quicker, but for a first chapter, it was just really enjoyable and it made me want to talk about it. So let me know what you guys think of the UQ holder. I'll probably send a link down below where you can see the first chapter if you have not seen it yet. But that's all from me, everyone. So thank you very much for watching. As always, remember, strap that panda, sign out, and I'll see you next time, people.